Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital spoilers for the week of March 17 to 21 reveal Willow Corinthos' future will be at risk while Sidwell plots his next step. Drew Quartermain will also sink even lower, so let's discuss all the drama that's brewing in Port Charles. For starters, Sonny Corinthos' confession will make some waves. Someone will have a chance to react to whatever Sonny admits, so it may be Christina Corinthos Davis, since she's about to pump her dad for information. Christina might get updates on Sonny's heart problems and grow concerned, but Sonny may work to reassure her following his news. Meanwhile, Lois Cerullo will remain on edge over the whole Gio Palmieri situation, especially since Brooke Lynn Quartermain will continue to long for her grown child. If Brooke Lynn reaches her breaking point on this and decides to seek answers about her adopted son, it could spell serious trouble. Harrison Chase has already offered to help Brooke Lynn with her potential search, so she may take him up on it eventually. Once Jason Morgan and Anna Devane bring Charlotte Cassadine back to Port Charles, she'll catch up with Lulu Spencer, Rocco Falconeri, and all her other loved ones. There'll hopefully be some happy reunions, but Charlotte may struggle to adjust to life without Valentin Cassadine. If Charlotte does have a hard time, Lulu may lean on Dante Falconeri as she tries to figure out how to navigate things with her daughter. As for Drew, he seems poised to sink even lower, and there's a good reason why. GH writers are seemingly gearing up for a whodunit with Drew at the center, so he has to keep making enemies as the suspect list gets longer. The more people who loathe Drew and have a motive to wipe him off the map, the better the story will be if someone indeed tries to eliminate him. As for Willow, her future will be at risk. Nina Reeves and Carly Spencer's takedown plot could open Willow's eyes to who Drew really is, but she has to be willing to accept what's right in front of her. Of course, Nina will be putting a lot on the line as well. If Nina turns Willow against Drew, he could easily decide to drag Nina down with him and expose their hookups to destroy her mother-daughter bond. Next, Sidwell will continue to scheme against Alexis Davis now that he's got her fingerprints on that dagger. Since Sidwell obviously wants to frame Alexis for a crime, he has to work out the rest of the details and make sure he doesn't get caught. While Sidwell focuses on his next step in targeting Alexis, Trina Robinson may gain a new reason to worry about Kai Taylor. Kai's going to receive an offer that's difficult to refuse in the coming episodes, one that could ultimately put him back on the football field. Although that'll be tough for Kai to pass up, the procedure he's presented with could be risky, and the person behind the offer will expect something in return. Trina may make some worried predictions if she decides none of this feels right. General Hospital spoilers say the week of March 17 to 21 will bring some highs and lows. General Hospital spoilers indicate that it's only a matter of time before Drew Quartermain gets his comeuppance. Not only is he keeping the major secret that he was having sex with his girlfriend, Willow Corinthos' mother, Nina Reeves, a secret, but Drew's actions of late, if realized by Willow, would even further jolt her. Drew has also seemingly grown obsessed with Willow, and also seems to keep tabs on her. If these secrets and realizations finally come to the surface, Willow would ultimately leave Drew faster than a racehorse. Drew will not take this well, and it could lead to some surprises. The truth finally comes out as it is revealed to Willow that her boyfriend and her mother were having sex. This would send Willow into a tailspin, and she would start to see what everyone has been saying about Drew is actually true. Willow would realize that Drew is manipulative, calculating, and duplicitous. This would destroy Drew, as he does love Willow, but he also loves controlling her. Losing that control would plague him relentlessly, and he would not know what to do. Drew would do anything once he loses Willow to win her back. He will pursue her incessantly and would not stop until she forgives him. However, in this case, Willow cannot find forgiveness in her heart, and she would shun him. This would further impale Drew and lead him into a state of complete and utter desperation. Desperately in love with Willow and no longer able to control her, Drew would believe that the only option he has is to kidnap her and hold her hostage until she can forgive him. He would not hurt Willow, but his control of her would resume, and Willow would see even more that Drew was not the person that she thought he was. Willow against her will, but take care of her as he wants to be the only person in her life. He would tell her that he will let her go when they can heal their relationship. Willow, distraught by her situation and angered by not being able to see her children, would act in desperate fashion to escape Drew. She would be forced to trick him many times, and she may even have to hurt him or even kill him to escape the situation that Drew put her in. Eventually, Willow would overcome this obstacle, and Drew would go down one way or another. General Hospital revealed a preview clip has been released. It shows Drew cane Quartermaine with his out-of-control ego. Carly Spencer races to put her plan in motion. Plus, Rick Lansing shares some bad news with Portia Robinson. In the steam room, Harrison Chase and Dant Falconeri have a discussion. Dant will open up about Brooke Lynn Quartermaine and Lulu Spencer. Lulu nearly told Dant about the baby, but didn't get a chance to yet. So when the two men talk, Chase suggests that Dant can cut Lulu some slack. Over with Carly, she tells an unseen person in the preview clip that they need to put their plan into action now. Carly must be referring to Drew, and the person she's talking to is probably Nina Reeves. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, March 12 reveal that the preview clip also shows Curtis Ashford talking to Laura Collins. After dealing with Drew's shenanigans and Tracy Quartermaine's arrest, the mayor tells Curtis that she will applaud the person who takes him down. Considering everything that just happened at the police station, she must be talking about Drew. The preview clip also shows Alexis Davis learning some shocking information. Alexis is shocked and in disbelief as she asks Christina Corinthus Davis, what the hell was he thinking? Over at the hospital, Drew once again interrupts Willow Tate Corinthos during her work shift. Instead of just letting Willow do her job, Drew stands in front of the nurse, asking if she's embarrassed to be seen with him. Well, after that showdown at the Quartermaine estate, of course it's embarrassing. Drew can stick that creepy grin somewhere else. Also, Rick has an update for Portia about her legal problem. However, Portia can already tell that Rick has bad news. It's not just bad, though. Rick warns that his news is a lot worse than Portia thinks. This doesn't sound good at all. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Willow Corinthos might just catch Nina Reeves in the act of rifling through Drew Quartermaine's safe. If Willow discovers Nina's secretive behavior, will she confront her mother and demand to know what's going on? Fans of GH are well aware that when Nina and Carly Spencer first discussed the idea of joining forces, Nina proposed that she could gain entry to Drew's new residence. Eventually, Nina managed to persuade Maxie Jones to share the combination to Drew's safe. With that combination now in her possession, it's only a matter of time before it comes into play. The writers have crafted a scenario where Nina is poised to access that safe, so let's explore how this might unfold. Additionally, it's important to note that in the episode airing on March 14, Ava Jerome will be pressing Nina for a favor. Given Ava's knowledge of Drew's blackmail of Portia Robinson, it's quite possible she'll enlist Nina to retrieve the damning documents. It's certainly plausible that Drew has hidden several copies in various locations by now, but Ava might cling to the hope that Drew lacks the foresight to plan that far ahead. Nevertheless, it appears highly probable that Drew will stash evidence of Portia's lab results tampering in that safe. Nina could soon uncover proof of Drew's blackmail schemes along with any other dubious documents he may be concealing. Given that Nina possesses the safe combination, it would be a complete oversight and poor storytelling if she didn't take the opportunity to investigate. However, Nina could be stepping into a perilous situation if she decides to snoop around. Willow is preparing to relocate with the children, which means she'll be frequenting Drew's home more often. This increase in proximity raises the possibility of her stumbling upon Nina's clandestine activities. Imagine the tension if Willow were to catch Nina red-handed during the safe break-in, demanding an explanation for her mother's actions. Such a confrontation could thrust Nina into a precarious situation, jeopardizing her bond with Willow. In that moment, Nina could seize the chance to denounce Drew and expose any shocking revelations she uncovers within the safe. Nina might just reach a point where she feels compelled to reveal her encounters with Drew, especially as she believes it's the right moment to be transparent with Willow. In a moment of desperation, Nina could find herself spilling all investigations could lead to unforeseen trouble if she isn't cautious, so keep an eye out for any shocking developments. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Drew Quartermaine is facing a serious situation that might lead to his impeachment. The troubled congressman may have to face consequences for his past actions, so let's discuss the challenges he is facing. Emma Drake has just captured a video outside the Quartermaine crypt that could seriously tarnish Drew's reputation, especially should it go viral. As this footage circulates online, it appears as though Drew is misusing his authority for personal grudges, all while neglecting the responsibilities he was elected to fulfill. While Drew may have felt satisfaction watching Tracy Quartermaine get arrested, he might soon regret escalating the situation surrounding the mausoleum. Additionally, Drew is openly involved with Willow Corinthos, and that certainly won't help him gain support from conservatives. Willow isn't even divorced yet. The controversy of him dating his nephew's wife could escalate, particularly with Michael Corinthos currently in a clinic recovering from severe burns. Drew's reputation is certainly taking a hit as he brings Willow and her children into his home while Michael is in distress. It's definitely not a good look. While this isn't illegal, it could fuel public outrage and increase the calls for Drew's removal. He initially portrayed himself as the hero to win the election, but maintaining that support is going to be a challenge, especially with Curtis Ashford publishing a damning article against him. The media frenzy surrounding Congressman Quartermaine could escalate, putting immense pressure on him to resign. Additionally, Drew's ongoing conflict with Tracy might just complicate matters further than he anticipated. Drew has clearly struggled to cultivate political alliances, and this might signal the beginning of the end for his congressional aspirations. One can easily envision this exposé as the catalyst for Drew's decline. Will the fallout from this article lead to his impeachment, leaving him scorched in the public eye? Can Drew withstand the mounting criticism, or will it prove insurmountable? If impeachment looms on the horizon, it could push Drew into a darker, more desperate persona. While he's already engaged in questionable actions, the collapse of his career might drive him to even more extreme measures. Nevertheless, our predictions suggest that Tracy could emerge victorious from this tangled web of conflict, so keep an eye out for updates on Drew's inevitable reckoning. General Hospital spoilers reveal the walls are closing in on Lois Cerullo and Brooke Lynn Quartermaine as their long-held secret threatens to explode. Years ago, Brooke Lynn faced a life-altering decision when she became pregnant as a teenager. Rather than raise the baby herself, she gave him up for adoption, with Lois helping to ensure the child had a stable future. That child grew up to be Giovanni Gio Palmieri, a young man who has been in Sonny Corinthos' life for years, but not in the way one would expect for a family. Now, with pieces of the past resurfacing, it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out. And when it does, the fallout could be catastrophic. Lois never wanted this secret to get out. That's precisely why she paid a visit to Marty Gray recently to flesh out what could possibly come of her daughter dredging up these old memories. Having to tell Harrison Chase the truth reopened a long-silenced history for these two women that was supposed to stay sealed. Now that Lulu Spencer has laid her eyes on Marty's notes about Dan Falconeri, unknown child, there will be no closing Pandora's box. What happens when Sonny finds out just how close he has been to his grandson all this time? Despite his deep ties to the Cerullo family, Sonny may still be completely unaware that Gio is actually his grandson. Lois has done everything in her power to keep that information buried. While Sonny has been involved in Gio's life from a young age, even funding his music education, it was never presented as anything more than a generous gesture to help the Cerullo family. When Lois approached Sonny for assistance, he didn't hesitate to lend a hand. We can't assume he had any inkling that he was investing in his own flesh and blood. Sonny prides himself on loyalty and family above all else, and if he realizes he has been kept in the dark about his own grandson, his reaction could be explosive. Lois has spent years keeping the secret buried, but when Sonny inevitably learns the truth, will he ever forgive her? Worse yet, could he seek retribution? Sonny has been known to cut people out of his life for lesser betrayals, and this deception is personal. He spent years standing by Dante, building a strong father-son relationship after years been robbed of the chance to do the same with Gio, because Lois and Brooke Lynn decided he didn't have the right to know, maybe more than he can handle. If Sonny feels truly betrayed, Lois might not just lose his friendship, she could find herself in real danger. After all, Sonny is a man who operates by his own set of rules, and when someone crosses him, there are often consequences. Could Lois have just made the biggest mistake of her life by keeping this truth from him? Stay tuned for more GH news and spoilers to find out. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Lucas Jonesto have an intriguing encounter. Portia Robinson covers her tracks, while Drew Kane Quartermain has an excuse for Curtis Ashford. Plus, Willow Tate Corinthos reveals her dark side while with Sasha Gilmore Corbin. On Thursday, March 14, fans can expect Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Liz Baldwin's plans to get interrupted. As they have continued to get closer and reconnect, fans have been waiting for the relationship to develop. It's definitely been a slow-burning reunion. Tomorrow, expect Lucky to tell Liz with excitement, and he really likes the sound of that. Oh la la. Over with Portia, she is forced to cover with her husband. General Hospital spoilers hint that when Curtis interrupts Drew and Portia, he will want to know what's going on. That is when Drew says he was just discussing a business proposition with Portia. Of course, fans know that Drew is really blackmailing the good doctor. Of course, Curtis will want to know what possible offer Drew would have to discuss with his wife. That will force Portia to come up with a cover story. General Hospital spoilers for tomorrow reveal that Willow and Sasha will have a tense interaction. Sasha literally just said that she kind of feels for Willow considering the Quartermain's family's judgment. However, Willow will take a shot at Sasha. Willow tells her former friend that the baby is the biggest con she's ever pulled. Wow. Talk about insulting. Willow also thinks Sasha is just using Jason Morgan. Now, if everyone would just be honest to begin with, it wouldn't be the mess that it is right now. In the next General Hospital episode, expect Anna Devane to ask for Jack Brennan's assistance. Anna also tells Jason that when it comes to Carly Spencer, Jack doesn't have any ulterior motives. Oh, really, Anna? Plus, Lucas ends up having an intriguing encounter. While Lucas and Brad Cooper almost got intimate in Miami, things blew up pretty quickly. So what kind of intriguing encounter does the doctor have? General Hospital spoilers have hinted that Lucas is set to meet a mysterious stranger that he connects with. So will that happen during tomorrow's episode? Meanwhile, Maxie Jones impatiently asks someone what kind of commitment they are looking for. General Hospital March 14 revealed today's show was pretty amazing. If you missed it, no need to fret. Here's an overview. Harrison Chase and Dana Falconeri just wrapped up a workout and are in the sauna when they start to discuss Lulu Spencer. Dan says they talked while he was babysitting for Maxie Jones, and he feels so much better because it was finally a real conversation. They discussed Lulu's fight with Brooklyn Quartermain, her search for her daughter, Charlotte Cassadine, and her struggle to connect with their son, Rocco Falconeri. Chase is glad to hear that Dante and Lulu have finally had a good talk, and he tells them that he is grateful to be able to talk to him too. Dante asks if there has been any decision made about the next step towards having a baby, and Chase says not yet. General Hospital recaps reveal that Christina Corinthos is reading a new article about Drew Quartermain's latest drama over a cup of coffee with her mom, Alexis Davis, during Wednesday's show. They can't believe that Congressman Cutthroat abused his power to try and have Tracy Quartermain arrested. Alexis can't believe the things that Drew is doing, and she worries about the impact that it'll have on her granddaughter Scout. Alexis leaves and goes to visit Curtis Ashford at Aurora. She asks her friend if he would be willing to run a piece that is a little bit friendly towards Drew in the hopes that it would balance the scales for Scout's sake. Curtis apologizes and tells Alexis that there is no way that he can do that. He also has a brief visit with Laura Collins, who is headed to a mayoral press conference. They speak about the Invaders' hit piece on Drew, and she applauds anything that he does to take the congressman down. Willow Corinthos is working on a different floor when Drew surprises her with a bouquet of flowers. She quickly tries to shuffle him into the break room, and Drew asks if she's embarrassed to be seen with him because of the Invader article. Willow says no, but that she thinks that they should keep a low profile. Drew appears to leave, and Carly Spencer, Michael Corinthos' mother, tries to say that she is busy, but Carly tells her that she cares about her and is worried for her. Willow gives Carly a minute and she launches in on all of her worries about the Invader article. Drew reappears before Willow has a chance to say much and begins fighting with Carly until she storms off. Next up is Christina, asking for a minute of Willow's time. She asks if she can take videos of the kids to send to Michael because he misses them so much. Willow agrees and thinks that it is a great idea. As Christina is leaving, she sees Rick Lansing at the elevator. He tells her that she can't take Avery to the ballet on a specific night because it's Ava's day for custody. Christina starts to get angry, and Rick tells her that she should have looked at the calendar. Next up, Willow walks into an examining room to find Sasha Corbin there for a prenatal checkup. A fight ensues pretty quickly with them trading barbs over Michael, lies, cons, and of course the baby Sasha is carrying. Across town, General Hospital recaps for Wednesday, March 11 note that Jeffrey is scheduled for a Crimson photo shoot, and he stops in to meet Nina Reeves. She is thrilled to discuss his wildlife and nature writing. She thinks that Crimson is the perfect place for someone with his caliber and talent. Nina is a bit smitten, and as she is fixing his tie, Ava Jerome appears in her doorway. After he leaves, Ava tells Nina that she needs to ask her a favor. Nina asks her if she needs money and says that she has been waiting for Ava to ask her. Ava explains that she hates asking for a loan, and Nina insists that it isn't a loan, but a gift. That way, money worries can't come between them. Both Ava and Nina agree that nothing can ever come between their friendship ever again. As the two are talking, Carly knocks and tells Nina that she needs to talk to her now. Ava leaves and Carly dives right in, explaining that after the article on Drew that morning, they need to take action on their plan for him immediately. Lucky Spencer has been released from GH, and Elizabeth Baldwin brings him to her house for 24 more hours of observation. They are about to share a kiss when Carly arrives with a gift basket for Lucky. Then their son, Aiden Weber, comes home and almost catches them kissing. He leaves for the night, and the two finally think that they are alone, when there's another knock on the door. Laura Collins arrives and wants to take everyone to dinner. Portia Robinson meets with Rick in her office for an update. He spent a long time looking for a way out for her but has come up empty. Drew is blackmailing Portia over her falsifying lab results, and it's worse than she thought. As the results were connected to a federal case, she could be brought up on federal charges if Drew disclosed what he knows. Rick suggests that she stall Drew and consider telling Curtis the truth. Rick leaves and Portia decides that it's time to tell her husband the truth. She calls Curtis and leaves him a message saying that they need to talk and that it's important. Lastly, Rick arrives at Ava's to find her in a confrontation with Christina. Not only will Ava not allow her to take Avery to the ballet, but she informs Christina that she is taking her daughter herself. Christina flips out on both Ava and Rick and then leaves. As Portia is waiting to talk to Curtis, Drew shows up. He tries to force her to stand up for him in a very public show of support, and Portia is trying to get out of doing so when Curtis walks in. He demands to know why Drew is bothering his wife. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.